Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, more one-sheet paper crafting. Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel, friends. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. We are still doing one sheet wonder paper crafting, and today is super simple. We're going to take another sheet of this beautiful double-sided paper, and we're going to create something oh so stinking cute from just one sheet. We're going to make this delightful little note card holder. It holds 6 note cards, and we're going to be able to make 6 note cards and the holder from one sheet of 12 by 12. So I'm going to flip to my overhead camera to show you exactly how we do it. All right, so here's a closer look at what we're making today. We're going to make 6 really sweet, really simple little note cards. And you can see that I left the white border on mine because my printer does not print borderless 12 by 12. But if you wanted to, if your printer does not and you don't want the border on it, you can just cut it off. These will still fit your nice little holder very easily. We're also going to make the sweet little holder. And you can see here this wonderful little set we have. We've already made this in the yellow and we've made this in the yellow. Now we're going to make this in the yellow, and this is a great way, y'all, to build up collections. If you're doing a craft fair, it's a great idea to have collections in various colors because someone might like this concept, but they might not like it in blue. They might prefer it in yellow. So let's go ahead and grab our one sheet because that's what we need. And we are going to cut out 2 pieces that are 6 by 12. Then we're going to cut 4 pieces that's 6 by 6. Then I'm going to cut 3 of my pieces to 5 7/8 by 6. So 5 7/8 by 6. Then I'm going to turn them on the 6-inch side and let's score at 3. On the 6-inch side, let's score at 3. So on the 5 7/8 inch side, we're going to cut this at 2 7/8. On the 5 7/8 inch side, let's cut at 2 7/8. And that's going to give us 6 cards. We can take our cards and we can just give them just a little fold for right now. We'll go back over them in a minute. So let's take our last piece of 6 by 6, and on one 6-inch side, let's score at 2 1/4. Rotate it once, rotate it again. To the opposite 6-inch side, there's that 2 1/4 score that we just made right here. And we're going to score again at 2 1/4. Then we will rotate it once, and we're going to score at 1 1/2. Let's rotate it once, rotate it again, and that 1 1/2 inch score is over here. Now we're going to score at 1 3/8. Now let's just go ahead and fold and burnish all of our scores. Let's make sure we make those burnishes nice and crisp. Let's go ahead and zoom in just a little bit because now we are going to free this center tab here. So let's go up to the score mark and we're going to cut straight down. Go to the other score mark, cut straight down. Let's just go ahead and angle a little bit on this. And then we can reduce it. And we'll do the same thing on this side. So let's go up to that score mark and cut straight down. Cut straight down over here. Angle, angle, and reduce. So now we're going to take the box and put it together. So I'm going to take my glue, place my glue on this piece. I'll take this piece and we just match it with the bottom. Let's go ahead and get that stuck. We'll do the same thing over here. We just take our glue, put our glue on this piece, match it bottom to bottom, flip over, get it nice and stuck. Then I'm going to take this piece and we're going to put it on like this, and you're going to notice that this piece is not going to go all the way to the end because one side was cut at 1 3/8 and one side was cut at 1 5/8, so one side is going to be bigger than the other side. So I am just going to add my glue like this. Just take it and match it at the bottom. So there's a little bit hanging over right there. If that happens to you, just take your scissors and cut it off. So now I'm going to take my glue, add some glue here. Then I'll go in, get this nice and stuck. Now we can take one of our cards and put it in to make sure that it's going to fit, and it is. And I am going to flip my cards over to this side because I like to have a contrast with my patterns. So now I'm just going to put these in my box like that. Bring in my little ephemera folder. Again, if you haven't seen how I made this ephemera folder, I will have it linked in the description box below. I have found it to be very, very handy. All I do is look at the back sheet of what it is I want to get. I am going to go in here and find it. I'm looking for the bloom. Now I'm going to take this piece out so that I can mark through bloom, and that way I'll know that I've used it. Zipper, and that's it. So let's take those cards out. We're going to take bloom and put it right there. And I'm going to take this and we're going to put it down. Like that. Get it nice and stuck. I'm going to grab a couple of my little mini brads and I'm going to place a mini brad right there. And one right there. Let's put that in. Get it stuck. Isn't that stinking cute? So simple, but so cute. I'm going to put my cards back in, and now we have a cute little set. I'm going to take a card out, and if you have some scrap white paper, you can take that scrap white paper and you can place it down on the inside like that. I happen to have a whole bunch of scrap white paper that I have cut out into small squares and rectangles so that I can use on projects just like this. So I am just going to take my tape runner, add some tape, and put that in. So now I have a nice little space to write. If you want, when you're ready to give this to someone, You can just take a sticker and put it on the front, or you can even stamp the front if you want, or you can leave it blank, which is what I tend to do. And so y'all, there we have it. We have another really sweet, practical one-sheet wonder crafts. This is something that you can use, whether you use them as note cards or tags. You can certainly use these. Let's bring that first set back in so that you can see just how stinking cute these are. Y'all, they were so simple as you just saw. So I am going to bring my 3 coordinating pieces back in. And y'all, I am doing a frontal view of this so that you can get an idea of how things look when we create them in collections and we stay within the same color scheme and we stay within the same design scheme. You can see that I used mini brads consistently throughout all of these. That was a simple but effective way to take something and give it a little bit more of an upscale look. And then with both collections, I made sure that I did a mixture of plaid out, floral out, because things like this are truly pleasing to the eye. And when you have something like this sitting out on your craft fair table, it does tend to draw people in. Or if you want to make a collection to gift to someone, this is a great little idea for being able to do that as well. So I get a lot of questions about how do I set up my craft fair table? And there are so many different ways that you can do it. There is no right way, there is no wrong way, but there is what I would call a better way. And that better way is just making sure that what you have out is pleasing to our eyes. So for those of you who might be considering doing some spring craft fairs, just keep that in mind, that you don't want to have too much out that is just so confusing and so overwhelming to the eye. You want people to look across the room and see your table and say, oh, look at all those pretties, and head your way. So I hope that you have found this video helpful. If you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, all day, every day, this is what we do, and this is how we do it. So I would love to have you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you'll know when I upload a new video. Thanks for being here. And as always, my beautiful friends, please be safe, be kind, and be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.